Hello, my loves. How are you? Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is okay and you are all fighting fit and well. I actually feel a little bit normal today. I think all my extra medication has finally kicked in, and I seem to have kicked this this allergy reaction a little bit. Still a bit groggy, but on the mend, which is good. Which is all good. How are you all? Hopefully you are all okay. What we're going to do tonight is we are going to... hi Leslie, hello darling. What we're going to do tonight is the final bit of the Bathhouse quilt along, okay? Which really there isn't a pattern or anything for. We're just going to talk through about how to put it together and a couple of things to just double check for and pitfalls in it. So we're going to do that tonight. Can I just pop a little reminder out to anybody who was going to do a group quilt block? I think we've had 43 back in out of the 65. I think that's right. Anne's been keeping a very careful tally of everyone's names and when they come back in and everything. If you haven't done it yet or you haven't sent it in, please send it in. We need it by really this weekend, Monday at the latest, basically, because we've got to start then putting it together. And if we're missing any, we're going to have to give a shout out and ask people to make some more, because I do need 65 for the pattern to work. So if you did get one of the group quilt block packs, and you haven't yet sent it in to us, please do that, okay? Helen, yours will be posted tomorrow. Thank you, darling. Brilliant. Lovely. 45. There you go. Anne's been keeping a careful list. We've had 45, so we've still got 20 outstanding. Helen's got hers, so that'll be lovely. I have to say, I am so thrilled with the ones that have come in. They are just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There are so many beautiful bits of work in the circles. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Let's say hello to people. Hi Marilyn, hi Helen, hi Anne, hi Bernice, hello Bernie, hi Nikki, hi Lynn, all sorted from Scotland. Yes we are. Yes, everything is now back on the website. I haven't taken the jelly roll sale off. I forgot. I was busy watching Gail. You've got until I finish this demo. If you wanted a jelly roll at 25% off, all jelly rolls have got 25% off. Quite a lot of you have already done it, but if you haven't and you want one, grab them. They're on the website. There's 25% off now, okay? And the next quilt along, the next sew along, which will be starting in middle of April, will be jelly roll related, will be jelly roll based, okay? So if you want to join in on the next one, it's jelly roll and background fabrics, and that's it on the next one. So yeah, I've got to do it. 25% off still now if you go and have a little look. Hi Joyce, hello lovely, hi Liz, hi Ali, hi Carol, hi Leslie, lots and lots of you there. Sean, you can take it off. Oh well, I mean, give people 10 minutes, Sean, and then take it off. Hi Jean, hi Grace, hi Maria. But yeah, you've had a little reminder now. Sean's about to take it off, so if you want a jelly roll real quick, get on it quick before Sean gets on the website. But thanks, lovely. Yeah, I totally forgot. I was watching Gail. Forgot. I was watching her carrot bunnies. They were beautiful. Love them. I'm trying to get ready, doing my demos ready for Saturday, because we've got Sewing Street. Our first show's on Sewing Street on Saturday at 8 and 10. We've got some amazing kits going on, and I did try and start to do some of my demos earlier because I haven't done my demos yet. That's going to be Friday's job, I think. But everything's back on the website now. Everything, we got it all back on. There is also some new stuff. Have a look at, in fact, Sean, if you're there, if you could drop a link in for me, darling, if you're not busy and you're on your laptop. It's called Fizz by Juicy Juice. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, oh, Helen, can I ask about the Drunkard's Path templates? Mine seem to have printed too large and I don't know how to adjust it. Is there a way to draw one that's an accurate size? They are much bigger than 6.5. The templates themselves are much bigger than 6.5, love. Okay? I've done that deliberately. None of those measurements on the template will measure 6.5 because I've given you lots of extra wiggle room, and then you're going to square it down to 6.5. Is that the issue, that the template is too big that way? Let me know in the comments, love. But yeah, just don't, when you look at, I haven't got the templates here. They're in. But if the Drunkard's Path template for this, it's none of those sort of angles on the template will measure 6.5. They actually measure about 7.25, something like that. So yeah, don't worry if they've printed bigger at like 7.25, because you square it down to 6.5 because of the sorry, the way we put it together. I've given you wiggle room on the template. Hopefully that helps. There you go. Oh, thanks, Sean. Sean's just put that new range. It's called Fizz. Aran was she was drooling over it earlier when we were putting it on the website. It's delicious. It's like sherbet sorbet yumminess. No, you can't fit 2 pieces in the square. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to cough now. Hang on. I don't know why that's happening, Helen. I'm really sorry. I don't know about the printer. Maybe just rather than cut, if you cut all your squares already, if you've cut all your squares already, you might need to cut a little bit more of your background fabric. You should be able to get that piece, the curved piece. Hang on, where is it? That piece definitely out of the 7.5 from your background fabric. I don't know why you can't. You should be able to get 2 out. If you can't, you might just have to cut that out of a second piece of fabric or cut your squares bigger. I'm really sorry, lovely, but I can also chuck you one in the post if it's not worked. Okay. Hi, Joe. It was lovely to meet you too, lovely. Hello. Yeah, we had such a lovely time in Scotland. It was really, really nice. Hi, Claire. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Moira. Hi, Sarah. Can you remind Sarah Jane to email the stuff for the retreat, please? And thank you. What do you mean, Moira? Do you mean all your fabric requirements and everything and what the quilt project is going to be? If that's what you mean, lovely, that will be going out in the next couple of days. Nobody's had it yet. It will be going out, with Sean and I were actually talking about it this morning. It will be going out either tonight or by the weekend. You will have an email. It'll be from Sean. If you don't find it, if you can't find it in your main inbox, check the spam, because sometimes we end up partying in the spam folder. But Sean will be sending you an email out with everything, okay? Bernie, you couldn't, so you just cut them straight out of the fabric into bother the squares? Absolutely, yes. Yeah, if you've already cut your squares, remember you've got quite a lot of wiggle room, so if your template doesn't quite fit in a square, don't panic too much, because you're going to be trimming them down a lot. Okay. Your food allergies, etc. So when Sean, Moira, sorry, I'm going back to the retreat minute. Moira, when Sean sends out all the details, you will be, you'll get your dinner list as well, okay? And Sean's just saying there now, she's going to send you that over again, Moira. Okay, she'll resend the food allergy thing. But your dinner menus will come out at the same time as all your other stuff, and you'll be able to pick your foods then. And if you've got any allergies, Sean will be able to sort that out for you. Yeah, Anne's going, she loves the fizz fabric. It's scrumptious. I really need to find a way of being able to share my screen on here. Share my screen so that I can show you stuff on the website. Because I couldn't, because it's 12 bolts. I couldn't bring it all over with me. But I need to be able to share the screen so I can show you guys. Anyway, enough of that. Are there any other questions about any of the components for the Bathhouse quilt along before we get started? The actual putting it together is the easiest bit. Super, super simple. You've just got to think a little bit about your placement of fabrics, okay? But if you've got any questions, I'll keep an eye on the comments. Right, we're going over here, my loves. So, actually, I lie. We're coming back over here. So, oh, look, I've got a pointy stick. I found the easiest way to put this together is to treat it like a 9-patch. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this from here. Let me just see. Just looked at the fizz. It's lovely. 12 bolts long. Let me just push that up a weeny bit. There we go. Hopefully that'll work. So it's basically 9 blocks. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3. So it's 9 blocks, and that's how I would put it together. Okay, so your centre block is just one block in itself, and then we've got to make 4 of this block, which I'll talk you through on the camera, and then we're going to make 2 of this block and 2 of this block, and then you're going to put it together like a 9 patch basically. Okay, so go back to the overhead. Just looked at the fizz, it's lovely. Yes it is, it's very, very beautiful. It's just like summer in a range of fabric. It's scrumptious. So like I was saying, your centre block that we did right back in week 1, that's 1 block. You don't have to do any of that, okay, anything with that. Your next block, and you're going to make 4 of these. So I've already joined these. These are my 2 curves with my background fabric, and we actually did this on the session that we made the curves, or how to join them. Okay, I did iron the seam open, and what you're going to do with that is you're going to put on one of these pieces onto each one. So you're going to join 2 curves, and then we're going to add on this piece here, and you want to make sure that your background is touching your background. Okay, very easy to get that to happen, and then this won't become that lovely frame around. Okay, that is a block in its own right, but that's not what we're doing for this pattern. Okay, so that's going to go on like that. So we put these right sides together, and we'll actually put this together, all right, like that. Over to the camera, over to the sewing machine. Now I've flipped it so that I've got my curves on top so that I can control these edges. Okay, and we're going to stitch down 1/4 inch, and if you've squared up your curves nicely, hopefully you won't lose any of your curves. So I've opened that seam open. I pressed that seam open just because of this here. Okay, it reduces the bulk a little bit. We don't do it very often, but sometimes it's worth it. Okay, just relining that one up. That, and also I can make sure that I've lost my thang. I can't find it. I've got to buy some new ones. It's here somewhere, but my sewing room is chaos at the moment. Hi Lindy Lou, hello my darling. So Lindy Lou is still a poorly bunny, bless her, so we are sending her lots and lots of love, lots of crafty love. And then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just, because of the bulk here and the seam, I'm going to iron it out to that long piece. Okay, so I'm just going to gently press that out like that. There we go. Like that. Okay, so you can see that the seam just hits, hopefully, if I just go close a second, just here, okay. It will just hit that seam just there. Okay, so you're going to make 4 of those. Okay, so your center one is 1 block, and then you'd make 4 of these. Okay, so exactly the same. You don't do anything different with those. They're all exactly the same. All right. Yes, Anne and Charlotte's, Nikki and Charlotte, sorry, Anne and Charlotte. Anne sorted yours and Charlotte's today, lovely. I have to say, I thought they were beautiful. That little bit of foundation piece in that Charlotte had done, oh, gorgeous. Really, really beautiful work. Tell her, when you see her, tell her, yay, it was brilliant. Right, and then this is the one that you kind of want to think about a little bit. Okay, so these are the corner 4 blocks. So you're going to need, oh, the camera's all gone skewy now. You're going to need your little quarter log cabins. You will need these that are from last week, okay, which are your little quarter triangle pieces. And you're going to need your other half square triangle, which has got the, oh, was this C and D? I think it was C and D, okay. This is a bit that you might get a little bit skew with. So I'm going to put this in my top left with the little center square right at the top. Okay, so that was fabric A, and it's right at the top here. These two, okay, you want to make sure that fabric D is touching these. So now I'm going to do this deliberately wrong. Fabric D is touching there, and fabric D is touching. And what you're looking for is that diagonal line along there. Okay, you should have that really nice strong diagonal. And then this one, so you don't want fabric D going inwards. You want your fabric C, I think this was, is going to tuck in like that. Okay, now you will see that these are the wrong way round. The reason we did, do you remember we did these, some with the green on the left, some with the green on the right, like that? This is why, okay, because you want them with the green on the inside. So fabric D, which is my navy, touching the log cabin, and the green, whatever your fabric E was, needs to be touching this side. Okay, this should be away, right? And that one will go in like that. So you're making like this little envelope shape with fabric E. Does that make sense, my darlings? I hope it does. Okay, it's very easy to get this bit, this twisted, okay, or these going the wrong way. Like if you do them like this, okay, you're not going to get that sort of navy frame effect round. Okay, so you really want to be really careful that whatever you're using for your fabric D, okay, is touching your log cabins. Okay, does that, everybody with me? Yeah, everybody with me there? So again, let's just put those back. Fabric D touching the log cabins, nice long diagonal. Okay, you're going to put this together just like a 4 patch then. All right, so we're going to put that one onto that one, and we'll make this one up very quickly. This one onto this one, okay, and then we'll join those. So I'm going to sew those together. Right, any questions so far while I'm doing this little bit of sewing? Anybody got, is everybody with me? Everybody know what they're doing with this? How have you got on with the different blocks? I know Helen struggled with the curves. I'm not sure what happened with the print in there, lovely. They are a tight squeeze, the templates, out of the background fabric, but you should be able to get them out of, but hopefully that's worked. Right, I've just moved those by mistake, so I can just double check. There we go, that is right. There we go. So, and then this one's going to go down like that. Again, do my little 1/4 inch all the way down. There we go. All good so far. Brilliant. Amazing. Like that. As long as everybody is understanding. It's relatively simple, the putting together. Okay, again, I would iron towards this one because you've got a nice long straight edge. Okay. Like that. There we go. And then the other piece I would iron towards this way, towards this blue, again, because you've got less seams there. You've still got one, but you've got less seams, and you can nest that centre bit then. Okay, however, oh, look at my point there. I'm well chuffed with that. That was by accident and chatting too. You've loved doing it. Ah, oh, fabulous. The blue looks like a flying geese. Oh, it does. Yes, that bit there looks like a flying geese. Yes. I hadn't seen that before, but yeah, you're right, Joyce. It does. See, I was just like, oh, it looks like an envelope, but yeah, it also looks like a flying geese. Is it a flying goose or a flying geese? Right. Okie doke. So we're going to just put these two together like that. And another little bit as well. These ones here, if this seam here will nest, that one against that one, if you can get that one to nest too, that works really well. Again, it helps everything lie flatter. So I'm just going to pop that in there like that. And I'm going to stitch along there. Back here. It was scary cutting out the curves with the rotary cutter, but you couldn't use it on the smaller pieces. That's all right, lovely. That's absolutely fine. Rotary cutter, scissors, however it worked for you, it's not a problem, love. When you got going, you loved making it. Oh, brilliant. The curved ones looks like a pair of knickers. It does. Oh my god, Moira, I am not going to be able to unsee that now. It does look like a pair. Oh, well, it is a bathhouse quilt. You know, you're taking your pants off to have a bath. Maybe they're bikini bottoms for modesty. That's proper tickled me. I can't unsee it now. It really does look like a pair of knickers. Look. They go right up her bottom as well. Oh, Moira, I can't unsee it. What have you done to me? Too small for a pair of mine as well, Maria, that's for sure. Oh, it is creeping up her bum a little bit, I'm afraid. Because this is like a 4-patch, I'm going to do the little 4-patch trick and take that out. Oh, what have you done to me? I've got the giggles now. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably got the giggles. Oh dear. Oh, hang on. I've just got to snip that thread because it's got caught. I wanted to pull those stitches out. Oh. There we go. Right, and then we can make this go, do the little 4-patch trick and make that one go that way. And, oh, come on. There we go. And that one go that way. So just give that a quick press like that. Okay, so two of your corners will look like that. So I'm going to... So I'm laughing at you. I'm sorry. It just makes you when something tickles you and that's it. It's gone. So that one, you make two exactly the same because it goes there. And when you rotate it, it's the right way to go there. Okay? The other two corners, I'll come back over here. The other two corners, you're going to make exactly the same except for this piece here. Hang on, let me turn it the same way. This piece here is your curve. Okay? It's your other curve, which we did in the gold and navy. Okay? So you'll just have that little bit of gold in there, and then this will be navy. Okay? So you're going to make two of those, and then two which has got the curved piece in here. Okay, so that's all of your elements to put together, and then it literally is, you're going to treat it like a 9-patch. Now I haven't got all the pieces here, so you would put that one your knickers top and bottom on this one, and that would be your middle row. In fact, actually, if I come back over to here, it's probably easier. So you would you put your knickers either side of your centre. Okay, and then you put your bikini bottoms. Okay, so this is one row. So I've got my envelope or my flying geese with that one, and then the circle. And then this side I've got the circle, and then more knickers, and then my envelope. Okay, and oh, did that work? I don't know if that worked. Oh, is it frozen, lovelies? Oh, hang on, I might have frozen. Did it all freeze then? I think it all oh, I didn't press the thing properly. Right. Sorry, we're going back to here. Okay. So we've got knickers, centre knickers, making sure they go in that way. Okay. The top row, you've got envelope knickers going that way, and your circle in the corner. And then you've got your curve in the corner, your knickers and your envelope going that way. Okay. The block, when it's done, should be just a slight blip. Brilliant. Okay. It's all right. I thought I'd changed it, and I obviously hadn't. I thought it'd frozen for a second. That when it's all done up, it measures 36.5 by 36.5. So it's a big old block. If you are doing this just as like a lap quilt, a lap throw or something, you might want to maybe just put like a nice couple of nice borders, maybe 2.5 or 3.5 inch borders on it, which will just make it that little bit bigger, so it's an over the lap type quilt, or a play mat or something like that. I know lots of you are doing 4 of them, or 6. I know some of you are doing 6 of them. when you put these blocks together, you get really interesting secondary patterns happening in the corners. Okay, so as soon as you've put one together, please do put a picture up in Giggler so people can see them. What I will do is I will put up the images of the 1, 4 and 6 block again in a moment, okay, on our Facebook page, so you can have a little look at how it all goes together. But are there any other questions regarding this quilt along? Anything anybody has struggled with? You can always just drop us a message anyway. If you are, if you're sort of working at your own pace and stuff, and you get to a point you think, oh, I can't remember, please just drop us a message, okay, and I will try and help where I can. I hope you've enjoyed doing it. I have really loved seeing everybody's colourways. There are some incredible colourways happening. And please do, when you put it all together, send us pictures. Put them in Gigglers. Let me see all the different colourways, because I only, when I picture something and then design it, I tend to picture it in one colourway, and it's not until I see other people's sort of bits, and colour choices, that I think, oh, that looks good like that, and that looks good like that. So, Tanya, do you get the top half in the secondary pattern? Do you get the top half in the secondary pattern? I don't know what you mean, Tanya. Sorry, lovely. So, like, if I put 4 of these together, depending on how you put, so with 4, you would either get the envelopes put together, or you would get like a circle put together, depending on how you do it. I think that's what you mean. But I'll put some diagrams up so you can see them, okay? You've enjoyed making this one. Oh, lovely. Oh, lots of you saying you've enjoyed it. When doing multiple blocks, would you put sashing in between or just join them together? I wouldn't put sashing in between them. I would just join them, and then if I wanted it bigger, although it's huge if you do the 6-block version, I would then put borders on the outside. If you put sashing in between these blocks, you're going to lose knickers and knockers. That's what I should have called it, knickers and knockers. Yeah, I would not do sashing on this one, I have to say, because you will lose the secondary patterns that happen. Okay, the secondary patterns in this happen because you're joining 2 blocks directly together. If you put sashing in, it will be okay, but there'll be very much individual blocks with sashing, and I'd probably put like cornerstones in between. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah. Hang on, if I just come back over here a second. So imagine that's one total finished block, and that's another total finished block. What I would do is I'd put my sashing in, and then I would put a cornerstone like here. So I had a cornerstone of colour, and I think that would add to the pattern then. But I personally think it looks best when you join them block to block, and then you get all these lovely things happening. Okay. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. And then yes, thank you, Eileen. You're very, very welcome. You've enjoyed doing it, especially the curves. Good. I'm glad everyone's had a little go at curves and stuff and not been too scared by them. They're a lot easier than you think they are, aren't they? So you'll be signed up for the next Jelly Roll Quilt Along. Amazing. Yeah, like I said, the next one that I'm going to do, I'm going to start mid-April, and it's only going to be like a 2 or 3 week one. But it uses a jelly roll, so it would be a free pattern. Again, we're going to do it over 2 or 3 weeks. I think it'll be 3 weeks. It's not going to be quite as long as this one, but it uses a jelly roll and background fabric, so hopefully you will all enjoy doing that one with me as well. That's it from me. Sarah's back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. She's going to do Bless You. Well, it's dedicated to me and my sneezing. And then I've got Sewing Street on Saturday, and then I will be back Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Sarah will be here next Thursday. So we've got a couple of weeks where we've got plenty. Sorry, the camera's at a really odd angle now, isn't it, because I moved it. We've got a few weeks where we'll actually have 3 sessions. It's amazing. It's amazing. So please do post your pictures. I'm going to go off and get some tea. If there are no other questions, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you real soon. Bye.